Hey, did you hear? Lord Vader's coming here today. What? Why would Lord Vader come here? There's nothing going on here. Well, I don't know why he's coming here. I just know he's coming here, so we need him in our best behavior.
Crazy. You think he'd go somewhere important? I mean, after all, they sent you here because this place really sucks.
Look, all I know is he's supposed to be here any minute, so if you could just... Oh, here he comes. Shh, 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 shh. Okay, I'll be quiet. Okay, shh. You there. Who were you just talking to?
Myself, sir. It gets pretty lonely out here.
Huh. Well, I expect you to be quiet on guard duty.
Yes, Lord Vader, whatever you say.
Don't let it happen again.
Whew, that was a close one. You know, they say the first step in recovery is admitting that you have a problem.
Will you just shut up? You almost got me in trouble.
Dude, I am you. You almost got us in trouble.
I really need some friends.
Hey, welcome to the second episode of Creed's Modern Mondays and the last episode of May the Force Be With You May. Today we're taking a look at the Star Wars Black Series Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader. This figure, of course, was produced by Hasbro in the year 2020, and it's one that I skipped the first time I saw it, but the second time I couldn't pass it up again. Here on the side of the packaging, you see a really nice picture of Vader, except why is this blue? I assume that's his lightsaber, and it seems like it should be red. Honestly, all of the blue here seems like it should be red to me, but maybe because it's Empire Strikes Back, they thought it should be icy blue instead. I still really like this packaging though, and here on the back you can see a blurb that says, after the destruction of the Death Star, Darth Vader became obsessed with finding Luke Skywalker. He had dispatched probe droids across the galaxy, finally locating the rebel base on the remote ice planet Hoth. Just below that, you can see that this is figure number 1 in the series. Okay, now that we've taken a look at the package, let's go ahead and bust Vader out of here. We're going to cut the tape right here on the bottom and then just open up the flap and slide out the tray. You know, after all these years, opening action figures is still super fun. And man, look how cool this figure looks already, and we don't even have him out of the plastic yet. So let's go ahead and get him out of here. Dude. This figure is awesome. Man, look at the detail on him. He looks amazing. The helmet and mask are spot on. The controls on the chest and the belt, like the lightsaber, everything is just spectacular. The cloth here and his cape are nice and heavy, and they hang really well. We're going to go ahead and take a closer look now at the helmet and chest plate, which, like I already said, are spectacular. I think they're dead on. All the controls here look really good. It's a very clean paint job as well. I'm extremely impressed with the look of this figure, and I'm honestly surprised he only cost $20. The cape here, as I said, is nice and heavy, and if we move it out of the way, you can see that there's a lot of details underneath, like the shoulder armor and all the quilting and the arms. The gloves are a nice glossy black, and his hand is in the I'm going to choke you to death pinch position. His legs have the same detailing as his arms, as you can see, and it goes down into the top of the boots here. They also look amazing. They are very glossy black and have great details on them, including the heel molded into the boot. And overall, this figure looks great from head to toe. As we come around to the back of Vader, you can see the cape looks great, and you can actually kind of bunch it up a little bit if you want, which I think looks pretty cool. If we lift it up, you can see that on the back here, his belt comes all the way around, and this cloth comes all the way down back and covers the rear of his legs. The overall level of detail, as I've already said, is astounding, and I'm very impressed with modern toys. They look so good. So let's go ahead and jump into the articulation of Vader. Of course, like all the Star Wars Black Series, he does have ankle rocker, so his foot can shift either way, as you see. He also can point it up, and he can point it down as well. Here at the knee, he does not have a swivel, but he does have a very nice knee bend. As I was messing with him, I discovered that not only does he have the single knee bend, and I thought that was it, and then it occurred to me, hey, wait a minute, he's got double knee joints here. Oh yeah, double pin knees mean he can flex his leg almost all the way back and kick himself in the butt. Here's a better look at it. It's got to move that out of the way, and there you go. Double jointed knees for the win. Now, instead of the swivel being at his knee, it's actually at his thigh here, so you can still rotate his leg out, which is pretty nice. Now, also, he's got a ball joint hip, which can allow for a pretty good range of movement forward and back. Here, he can turn side to side at the waist, but the cloth does kind of get in the way, but I like that it's there. His shoulder can swivel up and also out, as well as a 90-degree bend at the elbow and a swivel. He also has a swivel at the wrist right here. And last but not least, Vader does have a ball joint neck, and it should move a little bit more than it does, but it definitely goes left and right, but the up and down's restricted because the neck of the mask does get in the way. And that's it. 18 awesome points of articulation for Star Wars Black Series Vader. Now we're going to take a look at Vader's one included accessory. Of course, it is his lightsaber. The blade is a clear plastic tube, but it looks pretty sweet. But the real star is the hilt. You can see the on-off switch for the lightsaber, as well as the black and silver on the handle. Here's the clip for hooking it to your belt when it's not in use. And overall, I'm highly impressed. This pretty much looks identical to his lightsaber in the film, and it also fits in his hand really well, with his finger going right by the on-off switch. Now we're going to do a quick size comparison between Vader and the Stormtrooper that we looked at last week from the Mandalorian line. As you can see, they are scaled together very well because Vader should be quite a bit taller than a Stormtrooper, and he is. The height looks right, and I really wish I would have bought another one of those Stormtroopers now. Vader would look really cool with one on each side. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch today's Modern Monday, where we took a look at the Black Series Darth Vader from the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back line by Hasbro from 2020. This video marks the end of May the Force Be With You May. It was a different kind of thing for once. I decided that for a month we would just cover one toy line rather than the random videos like I usually do. But going into June, we're going to go right back to that randomness, so expect a bunch of different toy lines next month. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like, comment, subscribe, all the stuff. There's a bell icon you're supposed to ring. Just don't hit the thumbs down button. That's a bad button. You don't want to push that one. I do a retrospective on a toy from my vintage collection every Wednesday on my show, KREED'S Collection. And when I feel like it, I take a look at a modern toy on KREED'S Modern Mondays. So in the meantime, here's a couple videos you can check out if you haven't already seen them. And I hope to see you this Wednesday for KREED'S Collection, and most likely next week for KREED'S Modern Mondays.